All right, yeah. Like I said, I was gonna be back. That thing was tweaking. Let's get back into it. I'm gonna actually look at some other stuff so I can drop some more videos because it's hella shit to talk about. Let's get to it.
Saturday, May 9th, 2026. Rockeye stepped onto the stage at Rolling Loud inside Camping World Stadium in Orlando, and the energy already felt crazy. The festival was packed across 3 nights, from May 8th through May 10th, with huge names like Playboy Cardi, Don Toliver, and Ken Carson leading the lineup. Most people in that crowd bought tickets expecting to see those artists go off, not knowing Rockeye was about to walk out before the main acts even touched the stage. The second Rockeye appeared, the mood switched fast. Before he could even say a single word, the crowd started booing hard. It got so loud that people nearby looked shocked, and clips of the moment exploded online within minutes. Everybody suddenly had something to say about it.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Excuse me. That boy looking crazy as hell. The fuck is he wearing?
Comments online were ruthless, and people were not holding back at all. One person wrote, "Nace, bro thinks he's the main character, LMAO. Another said, "Fame is just humiliation with better lighting." Those posts spread everywhere fast, and the clips kept getting reposted over and over, while the internet piled onto the situation. Rockeye is only still very young,
Yeah.
and the amount of controversy connected to his name already
Yo, why they keep saying? Is that how? What? How young is he? Ain't that nigga like 18?
shocked a lot of people watching this unfold. What happened at Rolling Loud did not come out of nowhere either. Long before that crowd in Orlando started booing him on site, the school had already backed away from working with him after drama around his name started getting louder online.
School he was going to stream at today for this boarding school stream had pulled out from the stream because of all the threats they're getting. So Rakai did come out with a statement about all this, saying that he is sorry and all he wants to do is make content.
The school cancellation happened on April 17, 2026, and that situation turned into a massive mess online fast. Rakai had been putting together a content series called 25, a full partnership with a real boarding school. This was not some quick skit or random live stream for clicks either. The whole idea was built around Rakai stepping into a stricter environment, learning discipline, following rules, and documenting the entire experience for fans to watch unfold.
Nah, and it would have worked out. It would have been smart, but shit, bro. I mean, I wouldn't be putting my goddamn students in danger just to host your goofy ass. No, like. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it was a bad idea, and Rakai probably had a good amount of money to give them for that. But I mean, death threats and all that, bro, it is not worth it. Let me tell you that it's not. It's just not worth it.
The school was fully on board at first. Dates were already locked in, promotion had started, and people online were actually excited to see how the series would play out. A lot of viewers thought it could end up being one of his biggest projects yet. Then everything suddenly collapsed. The school ended up backing out after reportedly receiving serious threats tied to the controversy around Rockeye. An actual school with real staff members and people on campus inside the building had to walk away from the collaboration because the situation online got completely out of control. People on both sides started flooding social media, and things escalated way past normal internet drama. Rockeye later posted a public apology on X trying to calm things down. He wrote, "I am sorry, 25XX. All I want to do is make content, and 25XX happy." Due to the Mr. Beast video, the school received serious threats and pulled back with working with us. I love you all, and I promise I'm going to make it happen. And that is where the story really starts getting wild, because to understand why the backlash exploded this hard, you have to go back to the Mr. Beast video that kicked off the current wave of chaos. The Mr. Beast situation threw Rockeye straight into a level of attention he probably did not expect at all. What should have been a huge opportunity quickly turned into non-stop backlash once clips from the video started spreading across social media. People began picking apart every little moment, every reaction, and every decision connected to him. TikTok, X, YouTube, everybody suddenly had an opinion, and the conversation got messy fast. Some viewers accused Rockeye of acting too reckless during parts of the collaboration, while others claimed the internet was blowing everything way out of.
Bro, and this shit right here is, this nigga would be so happy to put himself in a little outfit, dressing up like a girl or something, bro. Like, sus.
Proportion. That split created even more chaos online. One side defended him nonstop, saying people were targeting a young creator for entertainment, while the other side kept reposting clips and turning them into memes for millions to laugh at. The craziest part was how fast the situation snowballed. What started as online criticism quickly spilled into real-world consequences. Sponsors, collaborators, and entire communities connected to the project suddenly found themselves dragged into the drama too. Every new post added more pressure, and every viral clip made the backlash bigger. By that point, Rakai was no longer just dealing with internet jokes. His name had become attached to full-scale controversy everywhere, online. But before the Mr. Beast drama exploded everywhere, there was already a major warning sign a few weeks earlier that people now look back on completely differently. It happened in March 2026 during a Rainbow Six Siege tournament organized by Jinxie. And this was the moment Rakkai's own friend group finally said the word nobody had seriously called out before: disrespect. What made the situation hit even harder was how much effort Jinxie reportedly put into setting the whole event up. This was not some
Right.
random last-minute gaming session thrown together overnight. According to Phantom, who later spoke about everything live on stream, Jinxie had been checking in with everybody constantly. He reportedly contacted the group a full week before the tournament, again the day
Right.
before, and even 1 hour before going live just to make sure every player was locked in and ready to go. A bunch of creators with packed schedules still showed up and committed to the event. Senna was there, Agent was there, Phantom was there. Every other team had already loaded into the tournament and started playing once the broadcast went live. Everybody seemed ready to make the event work smoothly. But on Rockey's side, things reportedly started falling apart before the match could even properly begin. The mood in the call shifted fast. Frustration started building. And suddenly, the focus of the entire stream turned toward him for all the wrong reasons. While the Rainbow Six tournament was supposed to be happening, Rakai was reportedly focused on something completely different. At the time, he was caught up in an ongoing real-life conflict involving another streamer named Punga, and that situation was already creating non-stop chaos around the Clover House. People were constantly moving in and out, phones kept ringing, and conversations about who was involved next were apparently taking over the entire atmosphere. Instead of locking in for the tournament like everyone else, Rakai seemed to treat the broadcast like background noise, while all the other drama around him kept unfolding.
Bro. I'm saying niggas be playing around too much.
The actual game barely even looked like a priority anymore, and people in the call started noticing it fast. Then things got even more awkward during the stream. At one point, Agent looked at his screen and called out the fact that Rakai did not even appear to have Rainbow Six downloaded. He straight up said he was not convinced Rakai even had the game installed at all, and that comment instantly made the whole situation look even worse online.
Yo, Rakai, there's something like genuinely fucking wrong with you. Like, you have a serious fucking condition, and I can't put my fucking finger on it, but there's something seriously, mechanically, and psychologically wrong with you, bro. It's something fucked up, my nigga. You don't even have the game downloaded. I'm not convinced you have the game at all. I don't think you have the game, my nigga. No, I don't think so.
Agent was streaming all the way from Australia that night, and most of the session turned into him trying to pull everybody's attention back toward the actual tournament. He kept pushing for the simplest solution possible, just a basic 2-hour ceasefire so the event could run without all the outside drama taking over the stream. He made it clear that nobody had to suddenly become friends or end their issues forever. He was only asking for 2 hours without extra chaos, arguments, or people making moves behind the scenes while the tournament was live. But the plan never really came together. No matter how much Agent tried to calm things down, the conversation reportedly kept circling back to the ongoing conflict. The mood in the call got more tense by the minute, and eventually found him unmuted, and directly called out the disrespect in front of everybody listening, making the situation even more uncomfortable live on stream.
Yes, thank you, Agent. The disrespect not only to us, but to Jinxie. To Jinxie, you're disrespecting Jinxie's tournament. You're disrespecting Jinxie.
I asked you to quit the game so we can talk about operators.
Phantom doubled down and made it clear he was not joking around at all. He repeated that he was being completely serious, saying it was crazy to watch an entire tournament fall apart simply because people could not respect the event Jinxie spent time building. You could hear the frustration in his voice, and the moment instantly stood out to viewers watching everything unfold live. What made the situation hit harder was the fact these comments were not coming from random hate pages online or strangers farming reactions for clicks. These were people inside Rockey's own circle, creators connected to Kai and others around that community, people who were expected to defend him no matter what. Even they were starting to reach.
Bro, there's like a certain point where niggas just gotta cut him off, bro. They gotta cut him off.
Their breaking point, with the constant drama and chaos surrounding him. That moment became the first real crack in the image people had around Rockeye. Then, only 2 weeks later, everything completely exploded during a live broadcast, being watched by nearly 17 million people at the same time. The stream that changed everything did not start off looking like a disaster at all. At first, people thought it was just another massive creator event, packed with huge personalities, loud moments, and clips ready to go viral. Millions of viewers flooded into the broadcast expecting entertainment. But nobody realized the situation was about to spiral into one of the most talked about controversies Rakai had ever been connected to. As the stream went on, the tension around him became harder and harder to ignore. Small moments that normally would have passed quietly suddenly started getting clipped, reposted, and analyzed across every platform online. Viewers began arguing non-stop about his behavior.
Is this still the... This isn't Mr. Beast
every
shit
second
still,
into breaking news. The pressure kept building in real time. People inside the stream looked uncomfortable. Chat messages started flying faster, and social media exploded with debates before the broadcast had even ended. Some defended Rakai and claimed the internet was targeting him unfairly, while others argued this was the exact pattern his friends had already warned him about weeks earlier during the tournament drama. By the end of the night, the backlash was impossible to ignore, and Rakai's name was everywhere online for all the wrong reasons. The Mr. Beast Streamer Challenge kicked off on April 4th, with a huge finale airing live on April 5th, 2026, and the numbers were completely insane. Mr. Beast brought together 50 of the biggest streamers on the internet to compete for $1 million prize that would eventually go back to the winners community. By the time the finale started, more than 17 million people were watching live at the same time. The final four came down to El Rubius, the legendary Spanish creator, Ski Mask, the Slump God, Your Rage, and Rakai. In the end, Your Rage secured the $1 million win.
I did not know Ski Mask, the Slump God was playing.
But surprisingly, the internet barely focused on the victory afterward. Almost all the attention shifted directly onto Rakai and the way he moved throughout the competition. According to viewers and creators reacting online, Rakai seemed to enter the challenge with one main strategy: become the villain, create chaos, and make sure all eyes stayed on him no matter what happened. People accused him of playing dirty, chasing viral moments, and doing whatever it took to grab the most screen time possible during the event.
Me coming in that challenge, I'm not there to make no friends. Let's start there. No friends, nigga. I'm not there to make no friends. I'm not being friendly with nobody. I'm there to win $1 million for my community, 25 eggs. I'm not on with y'all, huh?
During the blind dodgeball challenge, where Chandler was throwing balls at contestants wearing cowbells, Rakai's behavior instantly started getting people talking online. Instead of only trying to dodge hits himself, viewers noticed him grabbing other contestants and shaking them so their bells would ring louder, making it easier for them to get targeted instead of him. The clip spread everywhere fast, and people immediately started debating whether he was playing smart or just doing way too much for attention.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like he was doing way too much, but at the same time, too, if it won't in the rules, I mean, $1 million, all bets are off.
Things got even more awkward once other creators started getting eliminated. While most contestants gave quick goodbyes or showed basic respect after somebody got knocked out, Rakai handled it completely differently. When Myth was eliminated,
he's a
Rakai
clown,
and told him to go play Fortnite, and that moment quickly turned into one of the most reposted clips from the entire challenge. Some people thought it was funny trash talk, while others felt the attitude crossed the line during such a massive event.
I thought it was funny.
Go play Fortnite! Hey, it's fine. It's fine. It was an experience.
Love you, Mari. Womp, 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 womp. Cry about it.
As more clips from the Mr. Beast challenge started spreading online, Rakai's image shifted fast from entertaining wildcard, the full-blown controversy magnet. Every platform had people debating whether he was genuinely trying to compete or simply creating chaos to dominate the conversation after the stream ended. The attention,
I mean, at the end of the day, he got invited by Mr. Beast. What do y'all want?
around him became impossible to escape, and even creators who were not involved started reacting to the situation. Some viewers argued that Rakai understood exactly how internet culture works. In their eyes, being hated online still meant people were watching, reposting clips, and keeping his name trending everywhere. Others felt the constant trash talk and aggressive energy made the event uncomfortable, especially during moments where other contestants were trying to keep things competitive without turning everything into personal drama. Reaction channels began slowing clips down, analyzing body language, replaying arguments, and turning small interactions into giant debates across social media. Every new viral moment added another layer to the backlash. The internet stopped focusing on the $1 million competition itself and became obsessed with Rakai's behavior instead. By the time the stream ended, people were no longer asking who won the challenge. They were asking whether Rakai had just boosted his career massively or damaged his reputation in front of millions of viewers watching live. The moment that completely blew the situation up online,
it really seems like no matter what he do, like, he's still here.
Was the confrontation involving El Rubius. After eliminating him from the challenge, Rakai made comments telling El Rubius to go back to Mexico, while El Rubius was still trying to speak to his fans. The interruption instantly changed the mood of the stream, and viewers could tell the moment felt way more tense than normal competitive trash talk. Right after that, Rakai hit the L emote toward him, and the clip spread across social media at lightning speed. Within minutes, people were reposting the moment everywhere, arguing over whether he had crossed the line or was simply trying too hard to play the villain role for attention. Either way, that clip became the spark that pushed the entire controversy into another level online.
No!
Whoa! Whoa!
Bye-bye! 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 Yeah!
Bro.
We going back to swing shot. Ain't no way. He's good at the throw.
He's emoting on him.
Nah, the emote is insane, bro.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Nice. It was fun. Like you.
Say it for this.
To really understand why none of these controversies shocked longtime viewers, you have to go back even further, before the tournaments, before the Mr. Beast stream, and before the Rolling Loud backlash. A lot of people point to the period where Rakai kept getting hit with Twitch bans because of reckless decisions and non-stop chaos surrounding his streams. One of the biggest moments happened on December 2nd, 2025. Rakai suddenly revealed a suspension notice from Twitch, and the reason listed on the dashboard immediately caught everybody's attention. Illegal activities. The message showed a 730-day suspension, which equals 2 full years. Rakai posted the
730 days is insane.
Screenshot online with a simple caption saying, WTF, and the image spread across social media almost instantly. Twitch later clarified that the 2-year length was reportedly caused by a visual bug on the platform, but the suspension itself was still very real. The illegal activities label also remained attached to the situation, which only made people more curious about what had happened behind the scenes. To understand why the platform reacted so seriously, people started looking at Rakai's actions during the previous 48 hours. One major incident involved a Fortnite wager against Clix, who is famous for making huge challenge bets against other creators. According to the story shared online, the wager involved $6,500, and Clix reportedly handed Rakai an enormous 99-0 advantage before the final game even started.
What?
All Rakai needed was one single elimination across the entire match to secure the win. Just one. But somehow, he failed to get it done after 100 straight attempts, and Clix walked away with the victory royale instead. After losing, Rakai reportedly went live, and openly said he was not planning to pay the money back, which instantly created even more backlash online.
My fucking money.
Hey, guess what?
Send me my fucking money right now.
Guess what? Kai do owe me, but guess who's not getting money? You ugly. Fuck you. He can owe me all he fucking wants, but guess what? That $6,500 is still my fucking bank account.
Rakai even said it directly on stream in front of his audience, while Clix was still on the other side of the call listening live. The clip spread fast, people immediately started reacting, and within minutes, the broadcast suddenly went dark before the ban hit his account. That moment alone already had the internet going crazy with debates and accusations everywhere online. But that was not the only situation connected to the suspension either. Around 24 hours earlier, Rakai had also streamed himself walking through a Walmart during another controversial moment that quickly gained attention. In the footage, he picked up a bouquet of flowers, handed them to a random woman inside the store, and walked away. When she asked if he had paid for them, he answered yes, but viewers pointed out that the stream never clearly showed a purchase taking place. To many people watching online, the clip looked reckless and irresponsible, especially because it was presented like a wholesome content moment. Twitch never publicly confirmed which situation directly caused the suspension, and a lot of viewers believe both incidents, like it was probably that. By that point, the December ban was reportedly Rakai's 6th Twitch suspension of 2025 alone. Yet every punishment still seemed to get
isn't there a certain limit?
Brushed off like it was nothing. After a while, a lot of viewers stopped seeing Rakai's controversies as random mistakes and started viewing them as part of a pattern that kept repeating over and over again. Every few weeks, there seemed to be another viral clip, another argument, another suspension, or another situation that pushed his name back into trending conversations online. Instead of slowing down after backlash, the chaos around him only seemed to grow louder each time. What made the situation even stranger was how often the controversy actually boosted his visibility. Every clip sparked reaction videos, live stream debates, reposts, and endless arguments across social media. Supporters claimed he was simply entertaining and understood how to keep people watching. Critics argued the internet had started rewarding reckless behavior because outrage created more engagement than normal content ever could. At the same time, people inside his own circle were already warning him publicly. Friends and collaborators had started questioning the constant drama months before the biggest incidents exploded.
Bro.
Looking back, many viewers now see those moments as early signs that things were heading toward a much bigger collapse. By 2026, Rakai was no longer just another loud streamer chasing clips online. He had become one of the most polarizing young creators on the internet, with every move instantly turning into another massive debate. Every ban turned into another viral clip, and over time, the internet started stacking every controversy together, like receipts that never disappeared. When you line everything up in order, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. The December 2025 Twitch suspension officially put Rakai's behavior on the platform's record. Then came the Phantom and Agent Callout, the first major warning from people inside his own circle who were clearly frustrated with the non-stop chaos surrounding him. After that, the Mr. Beast livestream pushed everything onto a completely different level in front of more than 17 million live viewers. That was the moment huge parts of the internet and the streaming world started paying close attention to his actions. Then the school cancellation happened, and suddenly the fallout was no longer staying online. A real institution with real people on campus and staff reportedly had to back away from the situation after threats and controversy spiraled out of control. And finally came Rolling Loud, where an entire stadium crowd reacted the second Rakai stepped on stage. For a lot of people watching, that moment felt like every controversy crashing together at once.
Nah, he kind of deserved to get booed, bro, because, like, this kid is just too much, bro. Like, yeah. I hate to see it because it's just no way he really feels like, there's just no way he feels great about this. He can't. You just can't. You just can't, bro. Man, we got more updates on Chud, let me tell you. Now, I definitely want to check out this Ross one later because, Rick Ross has been switching up. A few people been switching up. Don't nobody got time for all that. No, don't nobody got time for all that, bro. Let's see. Let's chat. Let's go ahead and tap into this Chud situation.
Keep yourself. Don't chimp out. Look at him chimping out. I don't need to ask you if I can exercise my freedom. Yeah, I can. Y'all got to learn the law. Don't walk up on me. Stay right there. Keep coming up. I'm gonna make sure real quick. Why you acting like a game right now? You heard me. Sit down.
So in case you've been living under a rock, there's been this antagonizing streamer named Chud the Builder going around and poking and prodding at a bunch of different black people or anybody that will really just stop and give him the time of day in order to get some sort of rise out of them. He drops the slurs, he calls them names, all these things, and his whole premise is that we should have free speech no different than anybody else. Now this whole time he's been banking on the law being on his side, saying that hey, if they do something to him, he'll be able to retaliate.
You just talk about your dick. I'm sorry, I'm in your head. Come back over here. Okay. Come back over here. Let's not fight. I am. Touch me again. Go pick up my hat again. You heard me.
Got me fucked up. I'm not picking up no hat.
Not only is the entire internet tired of this gimmick, but also that law enforcement and anybody in the legal system is also tired of this stupid.
But why did he stop for it?
What you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity. That's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Because I walked into the gas station and walked out, and as I'm walking to my truck, I turn around. He's got something behind his back that looks like a gun. It's a drill.
They're saying that
so I turn. I don't give a fuck what they're saying. It's all recorded and it's live streamed.
I know. I got you. And I'm just telling you.
And I have every right to say whatever I want on the internet without being chimped out on in public.
But as he's realizing in real time that he can't go out there and scream at people, antagonize, and think that the law is going to be on your side, he messed around and he found out this weekend, and not in a good way.
What did I do? Okay. Can you lock it?
If you knew this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. Nothing quippy, nothing quirky, just subscribe. Now, back into the video. Chud the Builder isn't innovative or creative in the space. He's somebody that has always existed for forever and a day. He's somebody who uses his racist, quote unquote, free speech card in order to get off whatever he wants to do. It's not edgy, it's truly just lazy content.
Right.
Or what? You heard me. Or what? Back up.
Stop saying
Or what?
Why you saying
You might want to back up, you're gonna get sprayed. Because I can say it's America. Because it's America.
Like, what a punk.
His strategy is simple, and he believes that it's a shortcut to fame. He says something racist, waits for a reaction, and then gets shocked when people react. It's not commentary, it's not satire, it's the furthest extent of the whole, well, it's a free country, I can say what I want, put to the test, all on live stream. When I see clips and videos of him bragging about the viewership that he has, it lets me know that he's not really putting his beliefs or anything to the test. It's some sort of...
Yeah, he's not.
It's some sort of, hey, I just want to draw eyeballs to what I'm doing. Hell, even those in his own community who we would normally associate with being a racist just like him have sniffed this out and said that this is like super weak, it's lazy, it's not productive at all, and it's actually quite lame.
Even more than that, bro, like he loves Nick Fuentes, but even more than that, it's like not only is it lazy, you're doing it for no reason. And his whole thing about this was why he was mad and why he even started doing all this was because black people got him. Well, he claims it was black people, but the person who actually got him fired from his job was a white guy, but he don't got no smoke for them. He said, nah, they can do what they want. He ain't got no smoke for the white guy, just black people for some odd reason. Like, he's got some weird thing with us, bro. Like, it's super weird. It's super weird.
I don't like that approach. It's one thing to be vicious to the people in the arena, but I really don't like that approach of antagonizing people in public. Not even just for politics, but I think that people have enough on their plate. You don't know what people are going through, and people have enough problems. I don't like that people are out there bothering everybody. I don't like that. I don't like these streams where you go and become a public nuisance, or you go and antagonize people, or you try and instigate a fight, or I don't like that. I don't like mean-spirited stuff.
Boy, who would have thought that Nick Fuentes would have the base woke take? But you see, the problem isn't that Chud is just saying things racist for attention. Even though that is a problem, it's not the problem. It's the fact that he's doing it and pretending to be fearless at the same time, even though his whole setup is already preparing for consequences. He has these baked in protections, at least in his own mind, which we'll see a little bit later is not necessarily true, but he wants to act as if he's this lawless figure.
Y'all chimping out. Y'all believe in freedom of speech? What's going on, man? Freedom of speech, y'all know me. Hell yeah. White people can say right?
Whoa,
come on! I thought y'all believe in freedom of speech.
You see, Chud wants to provoke disrespect and even threaten people if they do some sort of harm or if they don't take his words and his approach the right way. But at the same time, he wants to hide behind his protection. He wants to shield himself from any sorts of consequences. He wants to throw the stone and then hide his hands. He can't be the brave racist guy, but then at the same time, when you're met with these people who aren't necessarily happy about the way that you go about things, be all upset and get your panties in a bunch. It just doesn't work.
Right.
Come on outside. What do you want to holler about? Look at him chimping out. Come on, tag me then. Do something. I'm waiting on do something. Fuck you. I'm trying to get out of here. They keep pulling their cars behind mine. One's parked right in front of mine. He's walking up on me with a gun. Yes, dude, yes. There's many of them here. The one that assaulted me, left. The one that spit on me, left. There's two others here. I will defend myself. I'm starting to fear for my life.
Caught him reporting somebody in person. What he does to start shit, then he'll pull a gun out on you. As soon as
he don't like it. It's just so crazy.
He got his, I got mine. But he on the phone with the police.
You see, every time somebody responds or retaliates to Chud the Builder, he likes to tuck his tail and act as like a normal civilian, as if he didn't antagonize him.
I'm a civilian.
He has the right to provoke these people and there not be some sort of fallback or pushback onto him. And this is the reason why he thinks that he can, respond in any way, shape, form, or fashion that he believes so. So now we've established he's some sort of racist, fake tough guy. Like he really just wants to provoke people, really wants to get the eyes on him. But if any sort of backlash comes his way, he thinks that he should be well within rights. What he doesn't understand is that this path that he's taking is going to close more doors faster than we've ever seen before. Not too long ago, he got kicked off of Kick, no pun intended. That was supposed to be predicated on free speech. That was the foundation of Kick, and they decided, hey, we're gonna get him off the platform. He made pleas to the company via Twitter and the appeals process, but they were almost instantly denied. And why? Because nobody wants to deal with through what you're trying to get off. The gimmick isn't even believable at this point, and it's tired. This is where Chud isn't understanding his strategy isn't necessarily working. He thinks these viral games from a feared buck or whatever clips page that exists on Twitter are proof that, hey, this strategy is working, like many others have done before.
And that's the worst thing. You got this feared buck shit. Bro, they will put anything out there because they know it'll get a click. Like, they're not journalism, they're not professionals. It's a nigga sitting here outside, in the crib, probably still at mom's crib, just making clips that actually have no context.
Those others will tell Chud, gang, the million views that you get here and there on these other platforms from repurposing your clips aren't worth losing an entire platform, especially one that is monetizing you. Every viral clip isn't some sort of win, and every million views, especially ones that don't go directly to you, isn't a marker of success. But what that viral clip can do is show companies why they should not work with you. And so once these platforms start to see you as a liability, you're faced with two decisions. It's almost like that Green Goblin mask. You either go down the path of changing your content and fixing your way, or you find a new platform, shrinking into smaller spaces, but doubling down into what you are known for. And ultimately, that's what Chud did when he decided to switch platforms to Pump, one of these offshoot platforms, and double and triple down on the racist rage baiting.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Pump was like one of those gay sites. I was like, oh, maybe they got their own little streaming joint. It would make sense seeing how Chud does the pegging.
Content.
Did you just hit me, bitch?
I will fucking
You just did.
Fucking try me, bitch. Try me.
Oh, y'all going to jail.
Tell the boys to follow me on Instagram and they love it.
Only if you believe in freedom of speech.
I believe in freedom of speech.
So white people can say no. We're good. Oh, hey, yo. You wouldn't do shit, bitch. What are you mad about a word for? What'd I say? Again, does that bother you?
Now, for the sake
I
of
don't
the
know.
audience, I'm not gonna play any more
Also,
clips.
don't know why she even was like. I would never get in the camera of somebody I know who's just openly racist just to get in the camera, and that's the thing. You people are addicted to throwing y'all acts and shit out there, bro. Like, nobody even cares about y'all.
Where this white man says the hard R N-word. I feel like it's unnecessary and redundant. You've got the gist already. But this ultimately just goes to show you that he doubled and tripled down. This is where the shock tubers kind of lose the plot. Instead of learning from a lesson,
like, what the fuck is Pump?
What I am saying or the way that I am approaching this is not getting validated by the masses, and you know, I should probably look deep inside and say, why am I doing this? They decided to double down, and doubling down is going to put you in a place and space that ultimately is going to lead you down a detrimental path. One that could potentially lead to your block getting knocked off, but that's not a threat. That's just the reality of the situation. Now, even to this day, Chud has been hanging on to this free speech concept, one in which he thinks will validate what he is saying about, you know, if he can or cannot do this. You see, Chud the Builder's free speech defense is built on breadcrumbs and nothing more.
Right.
There won't. Why not? I said the N-word on the internet. Now they say I'm just an un-American person because I believe in freedom of speech. Isn't that crazy?
You keep going, and then he keep hobbling over here to these other white people who he wants to basically join and rally up, bro. Like, I'll tell you, the only person who might give Chud the time of day is Trump. For real. Trump or Pete Hegseth. Yeah, let Chud go out there and fight and you know, out there. Go tell Chud go get us a straight of Herman. Or moves.
Why does that matter?
It does. I don't like it.
You don't like freedom of speech either?
Go ahead and go.
I'm gonna stand right here.
This older gentleman isn't somebody who's looking for some sort of clout or fame or notoriety.
He's not.
See, Chud thinks that he can walk up to anybody and everybody and use this quote-unquote magical get out of jail free card. Hey, free speech, I'm clear and I'm good to go. But the old man is telling him that just because we have quote-unquote free speech in the United States does not mean that you are free of any consequences. Now, the old man ultimately does remove himself, and I am proud of him for not, you know, engaging with Chud. But this is the part that he just doesn't understand, and this is the same old tired gimmick that honestly for a long time we've been trying to dispel on commentary, YouTube, and most of the internet, is that freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences from your words. Specifically from the general public. You're not defending some sort of principle. If you were defending some sort of principle of free speech, there are 11 million ways that you could go about with the whole free speech.
Yeah, no, there's been so many people, white people, who use the free speech thing. Bro, you're just a terrible person. That's also that. Like, it's nothing special about it. This wasn't even about free speech. You know how it's not about a nuclear weapon over there? This is never about free speech, bro. You want to garner enough fans that think like you and operate like you, who will say mindless things and not, you don't even got to think about how people feel. You know what you're doing. You just want to be an agent of chaos. You're one of those people who are, enemy within type deal. Because say if America's all trying to be on the same page and you're sitting here trying to cause dissent and pandemonium by starting some kind of class war or race war, like, you know what you're doing. Like, nobody else, we don't need to have a full conversation about it. You know exactly what you're doing. You feel like this is what you should do, and the thing about it is, as bad as Chud the Builder is himself, there's been enough people to support him. All those nasty people who helped him reach his sub goal are people who think just like him. And it's funny because these people who think just like him, you come to realize nobody was worried about Chud the Builder. He just kept getting them. He just kept putting himself online with his Bear Mason, his his weapon threats. That's all it was. Like, nobody was looking for you besides the people who support you, and that's fine because those type of people need someone to rally behind. They want to not feel alone because nobody wants to be alone. But when you're, I don't even want to say on the wrong side of things, but when you're just a nasty individual for the sake of just being a nasty individual, this is the shit. That's a sad life, blood.
Concept. And this is why I never got those people, and more specifically, the people that believe the free speechers. They're not talking about people who have truly been silenced of their words. They're not talking about people who have been quote unquote fired or canceled by their jobs because of things that they have said or seen some sort of government intervention based off of words they are placing. No, they just go around the internet and say a bunch of slurs and do a bunch of racist things, drop racial epithets, all these different things in the name of free speech. There are challenges on free speech daily that go on in this country and worldwide. And the only way that these content creators can ever seem to find a way to help in the fight of free speech is by going around different towns, cities, blocks, dropping slurs and seeing if the average everyday person has a problem with it. It baffles me. It's really beyond me, and it really just exposes
like,
the grift that they're trying to get off. And the grift isn't just getting exposed to us as the consumers on social media. We also have to remember these are real life people as well, and these people have real life jobs. See, Chud thinks that he can hide behind the fact that, yo, this is freedom of speech. I should be able to do and say whatever I want without any sort of intervention or consequences or retaliation. But as he's finding out quick, fast, and in a hurry, there is a legal system that is used to protect American citizens from people just like Chud.
If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Because I walked into the gas station and walked out. And as I'm walking to my truck, I turn around, he's got something.
Chud's one of those people who know all the laws because they made them up in their mind, and they bend the laws to fit whatever their need is at that moment.
Behind his back, it looks like a gun. It's a drill.
They're saying that
so I don't give a fuck what they're saying. It's all recorded and it's live streamed.
I know. I got you. And I'm just telling you.
And I have every right to say whatever I want on the internet without being chimped out on in public.
This is where everything falls apart. You no longer get the protections that you once had. Everybody's seeing through your grift. Everybody's seeing through your ruse. Everybody's seeing your true color. Even the police. You thought you had a shield, but even them, and by them I do mean the legal system, is telling you that well, there's a human element. Even though there are strict definitions and words that make up the legal system, judges, cops, lawyers, all these things, juries are using their own interpretations. They're using their best judgment. They're critically thinking to come to a conclusion. Anybody and everybody can see that you are somebody who is antagonizing these people. Many people were trying to tell you that you're not really badass. You can't do whatever you want to do and say whatever you want to say and think you can get away with. At some point, you are disturbing the peace. You are being criminally obnoxious. And that's exactly what happened this past weekend. While at a restaurant, Chud the Builder found himself in a bit of a predicament in which he got into a heated argument with the employees.
Yeah. We can leave. Hey, Pajit, calm down. Why don't you go shit in the street?
Pajit.
Why don't you go poop in the street? Don't get aggressive with me. We'll get up and leave. Thanks for the free food. No, Bob's Steakhouse. Oh, no, we're not paying shit. Buddy, I didn't get to enjoy my meal. You're kicking me out. I'm not paying for shit. Bob's Steakhouse. Check your Google reviews, little midget guy. Watch your mouth. This is America. You're in my country.
Oh my God, bro.
Absolutely love you. Well, I would not eat here. But they just kicked us out because
like, and that's the thing. Who's this guy? Chud the Builder. Love you, sir. You don't know what? I would have told that man, you know what? We're not serving y'all either, white man. Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
This guy knows me. He just wanted to shake my hand because he respects America, unlike.
No. He has the money, and that's the only reason he's being let in here. That's the point. If they profiled him as someone like you, then he could sue them, that's profiling. But then again, Chud just makes the rules.
Mr. Free Speech and Mr. This Is America, Chud the Builder, thought that he could get away with whatever he wanted to get away with. At the dinner, what seemed to be the manager at the time politely asked them to pay before leaving. Chud said no, walks out, which is theft. That is theft. I think people need to understand that. But also, again, you can't just go around screaming and saying things, disturbing people, all these other things like that, and think there's no consequence. In the same exact stream, Chud the Builder would then see himself being arrested by police.
This same one?
Hey, sir, you're under arrest.
What did I do? Okay. Can you lock it?
And now he's facing 3 misdemeanor charges. One being theft of services for $1,000 or less. Another one being disorderly conduct, and another one being resisting arrest. Now, why this is important is because of 2 things. One, he's already out on bond for another charge that he had caught.
Oh yeah, he's
fucked. More importantly, this is showing that this whole free speech gimmick that he has, the identity that he has as a content creator, with the whole I can do whatever I want, say
Boy, he couldn't believe this. He was like, "It is a black man trying to arrest me. What the fuck?"
What I want to say, we're in America, etc., etc. And this nuisance content that he has a real life consequences. You can't just go around saying and doing whatever you want with free speech being your shield. It's stupid. You see, this police clip shows that the legal fantasy that Chud the Builder and other content creators just like this is false, right? It's just that it's fantasy, it's play. But there were some words from rapper Waka Flocka, which I didn't think I would say unless I was listening to LeBron Flocka James or Do Flocka Rant, that actually speak to the bigger message when it comes to Chud the Builder and content creators like him.
Bro, you creating a race riot. A race riot, bro.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Right now. And then, nigga, if you want to die, bro, just pull up in the trenches and do that shit. But, bro, don't make
Facts.
the whole world. I mean, don't make the whole America, white and black kids of America, fight each other for some past shit that you don't even know. If you even got racist motherfuckers in your family, you don't even know these folks. Like, why the fuck do you think this shit?
Like Waka Flocka and Nick Fuentes, God, I'm saying sentences that have never been said.
Literally sentences you would never mash together in 1,000 years, or at least we never thought.
Mentioning in their reactions to what Chud the Builder is doing is that there is like no productivity based on the content that they are providing to the space. I think that most people can see that concept, but there are still a slight amount of people that can't sniff out when these race baiting, rage baiting grifters and content creators come into the space. You're not really doing anything. You're having conversations or sparking up ideologies that have been either already debunked, shouldn't even exist, and creating race riots, emotions and feelings and stuff like that don't really even matter or shouldn't exist in the first place. Like I stated a little bit before, if you were being productive about the challenges that people do truly face when it comes to free speech, then I could see it. I could be all for it. I would totally understand it. But at the end of the day, that's kind of not what you're doing. In fact, you're literally just riling up others and riling up people, saying that people are chimping out or going over the top for no reason when literally you start over the top. And this extends to political commentators too. The people that take on the dog whistles and the racial undertone commentary and use it as if they're actually really saying things, knowing good and doggone well that they're really
they're not saying shit.
They're just using a certain verbiage or certain lingo or certain phrasing as a means to go viral. These are not the people that actually vote. These are not people that put their boots on the ground and are productive in their societies. They are just people who antagonize for the sake of antagonizing. And antagonizing for the sake of antagonizing cannot yield any sorts of positive results. We're literally seeing in the past month, Johnny Somali gets sentenced in a judicial system.
He needed to go.
Actual jail time because he was antagonizing for the sake of antagonizing. He saw money and dollars and cents in it, and ultimately it tanked his career to the point where now he's behind bars. He's actually doing real deal jail time. Even if Chud the Builder were to do some sort of pivot, it's not like people are going to forget. We've seen how people have treated Neon, rightfully so, over the past couple of months or really even years in his attempt to transition. Anytime somebody gets an opportunity,
still hate Neon.
Some racist shit. But with that being said, racism for clicks works fast. It gets you viral. It gets more eyes on you, but it ages God awfully. Chud thinks he's winning because people are talking about him, but attention doesn't necessarily mean some sort of success. It's not something that I would use as a measurement. Sometimes people are watching because you're quote unquote entertaining. I'll give you the real about what's going on right now with Chud the Builder. People are watching for the moment when he got arrested, and now that he's out on bond, people are going to continue to watch for the moment that he gets beat up or even worse on stream. But what he doesn't understand is that you're not going to be some sort of free speech warrior. Even though I may not understand it, you're not going to end up like a Charlie Kirk in this situation where people are building after you and all these different things like that. You're dead ass just going to be the next meme. You're dead ass going to be put on maybe a t-shirt or two, and you're dead ass going to be forgotten about when the inevitable does happen. Chud the Builder's not a game changer. He's not shaking up the fabric of society. He's literally a countdown, a clock, a ticking time bomb on a live stream.
Literally. He's not doing anything productive, bro. Like, this shit has just been crazy, bro. Like, he's definitely super annoying. Man, yeah, but definitely had to tap in there. I think we'll do a little bit of this Adrian Broner and working at 7-Eleven later. Let me see.
Oh! Okay, let me ask you this. Who look better, me or him? Give it a buck. You be honest.
This shit was a long ass stream.
But somewhere by, you ain't
Look at all these different spots.
You okay? Work.
Yeah.
It enhances energy. It's just not for a boner.
I'm gonna start doing coming up next stream, so. Or not streams, or coming up next clips.
What are you doing? Why are you business booming? Business is booming, I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Alright, bro. Yeah, because this is crazy. Alright, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here, cut this one down, so not editing all fucking day today. But I got some videos coming out, so just make sure y'all following the links and everything, because we got more.